I'm sweaty. It's hot in here. Do I look alright?
Gorgeous.
I got my sweat dapper. How's this pose? I got Dev right here. I got Dev right here. So you a good boy. Welcome to Absolutely with Sam Lachow and Dever McWeverstein. We got a new title. There's gonna be a legit podcast now. It used to be Then and Now with Sam Lachow. We're switching to Absolutely, and I'm gonna have like a cool title card come up. It'll be super cool. So let's have it go up right here. Absolutely. This is gonna be on podcast. It's gonna be on YouTube. This is the hope, at least. The full thing is going to be on Patreon. The first segment is promoting the shit that I got coming up. Panic at the Dive Bar music video by Justin Frick. It's amazing, and it is out only on Patreon. Patreon.com/SamLachow. Is that it, I think? Yeah. Subscribe to my Patreon. I put in everything on there. The full-length version of these episodes on there, as well as new music. So much stuff, and it really, really helps me to continue making stuff, you know. I'm independent, and it's a grind, and we're out here working. If you want to support, that's the best way. Appreciate it. Oh, baby, we got shows coming up, so that's why I'm rocking this. As you can see, we got Bellingham coming up very soon on the 9th of September. On the 23rd of September, Seattle, Washington, my hometown. Devi. October 7th is Spokane. It's a good boy. And then on November 17th is Portland. These are the next shows I got coming up. And I'm giving this shirt away. You just have to, what? Go to my Instagram and comment on the photo and share that photo. And so the photo is a picture of me wearing this. I'm new to like plug in my stuff, so we're figuring it out. This is gonna be the most legit podcast at some point. Album Songs Without a Home dropping September 1st. Big time. And my Patreon has the album cover. I haven't released it yet. I'll talk about the album more when it gets closer, but I'm so excited about it. It originally was gonna be the songs that didn't make Corduroy, my last album, and then it just turned into something way bigger. Now it's sort of a culmination of all my favorite singles I've been releasing over the last year or two, as well as a whole bunch of brand new songs that have never been heard. Some newer, some that I made or at least started like years ago. But it's really cool. It's something special. I'm excited about it. We got vinyl. Brand new bike vinyl out now. Huckleberry vinyl pre-sale you can get. We just had to cut real quick. One of my best friends in the world, Gravy, is here, and she's also my manager and just killing it. Don't want to clap because it might peak. We're still figuring out this mic. I'm still new to talking to you guys. It's been a while. I go back and forth from like wanting to kind of put on a caricature and like be the Sam Lachow that sometimes I am like on stage, but like I don't have any fun doing this shit if I'm not just totally like real and honest and like feel like I'm, you know, actually connected with you guys, and because that's kind of why I'm doing this. I'm trying to find that balance right now. It's also a full moon. We just found out. We're gonna go check it out after this. Debbie's gonna turn into a Wevverwolf. Wevverwolf. What we're thinking of doing is having the ones for YouTube and for the public podcast. It's going to be everything but the section where I sort of talk about, you know, my mental health and my sobriety or lack thereof, or my struggles with all of that. I want to have a healthy relationship with my listeners, and also I'm still figuring out how I want to approach like being public about that stuff. You know, in the past I made videos talking about it, and it can put like a lot of pressure on somebody, especially someone who's newly sober. And you know, I don't have shit figured out right now at all, and something I don't want to do is like come on here giving you like my day count, how many days I've sober, and then have, you know, end up lying to you guys if I relapse. It's a complicated thing, and I'm figuring it out as I go. What up to my Patreon? I can just keep it fully. I think I'm comfortable keeping it fully honest on here. Quick silly stories times. We want to do a segment that's called Silly Stories Times, and then we want to have Dev walk by with a little sign on him that says Silly Stories Times. By the way, my hair is very I look like Jake Gyllenhaal in the movie Prisoners. If Jake Gyllenhaal looked like a funny Jew. So in this section, I have so many stories I want to tell you guys. Since this is my first one, I wrote down like little ones talking about me as a little kid. Because I was a very like concerned little kid. Like in all photos of me and shit. The cover of my album, Huckleberry, I'm like, in every photo of me, I'm kind of like, yeah, like I don't know about all this. My grandmother, I don't remember this, but apparently it was like a big event, and I was so excited to go on a carousel for my first time. It was in New York in Central Park, and I guess I was just kind of like, so as soon as I got there, I looked at it, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know about all of that. That looks like a lot of up and down going on. And yeah, I forget how old I was. I grew up like my family, we didn't have shit. My biggest birthday present, I remember I was in elementary school, but I don't know what age. My parents got me a gift certificate to Toys R Us for $50. And that was like huge. And it was like the first time that like I was in control of it, you know, like I got to make a decision, and it was like this huge, and they were like, guess what? If you want, we can go tonight. I'd never even been to Toys R Us. It was like a huge moment. I still remember like that feeling of just excitement. And they took me there, and about an hour later, I'm crying in the middle of one of the aisles because I just couldn't pick anything. But if I get this, I can't get that. Crying in between two like Lego sets. And I remember my friend Skylar at that same age, because our parents were friends. Our friends, and this just shows how completely different, like in my head, I've always been, and he's still this way to this day. They give him this big book, like a Toys R Us book, and they're like, pick anything you want from this little magazine, and that's your birthday present. And he grabs a book and he goes, that. And it was like a Superman costume. Of course, he like wore it to school the next day. He's just, yup. That's sort of always explained the difference in art between us. It's always pissed me off. People like that. I'll never be as happy as those people are. I just overthink shit. Oh, and one other about that is, this is like one of my only memories of preschool. I remember this like well. We were learning about how red and green lights work, like like how to cross the street. It was like, what do you do if it's a red light? Like, raise me, stop. What if it's a green light? Go. And then I was like really had to get to the bottom of, what do you do if you're in the middle of the street and it turns red? I wanted the teacher so badly to say, to run across the street, and she kept just being like, no, if you're crossing the street and it turns red, you stop. I'm like, no. And I couldn't convey to her my like concern, but I was like, what the fuck do you do if it's green and then it's red when you haven't finished crossing the street? That was a big deal for me for a long time. Still don't know what to do. Oh, we want to do a section, movie of the week. I'm going to do multiple. Today's movie of the week, you can stream it on Hulu, but it's called Hatching. Man, it's so dope. I like fucked up scary movies, so if you do too. It's not really that scary, it's more just like creepy. I mean, I'm not even going to say much about it, but that's my movie of the week, Hatching. Go check that shit out. And if you watch it, comment about it. I want to talk to you guys about it because that shit was so fucked up and so awesome. Also saw Top Gun in theaters. Amazing. Gravy and I went. We did it the 4DX where we're like, well, the plane's moving. We're like, I had my popcorn. We were cracking up the whole time. It was fun. Deb, come up here. Say hi. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. We want to do a section in each one of these where I give you a little sneak peek at some new shit I'm working on. This one's called Gucci Spaceships. It's gonna be on Songs Without a Home. Dropping September 1st. Wilson Luxurious and myself made the beat with help from Jake Crocker. Pretty boy. Na 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 na. Shut the damn blinds till I can't see. Gotta stay alive for my family. Even if I never started the stampede. The apple doesn't fall far from the doesn't fall far from the damn tree. If your son's stealing liquor from the pantry, when you're done buying these stupid fancy floozy products, like who's watching you talk about your Gucci wallets and hey, baby, please. Well, September 1st, Songs At Home is coming. We got so many bangers on this shit. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. What else do they say on videos? Hit that bell, please. And thank you. Talking a little bit like this in the suave, laid back position. Pretty cool. Pretty cool look. Yeah.